projek ni?
Tak, I have no idea.
Apa kata kita main so je?
Alah, dah lewat. Jom lah, tidur dulu. Where am I? Jasmine? Alia? What are you doing here? Isn't that Wahid?
Yeah, it's me. Alia?
What are you guys doing here? What are you guys doing here? I don't know, I just remember falling asleep.
Why is too hot?
Wait, isn't that the pyramids? Welcome travelers to my homeland.
Aren't you PERAK?
No, I am not Farah. I am Cleopatra. Welcome to my homeland. Wait, Cleopatra? Isn't she one of the most famous Egyptian figures? You're right. This is the perfect chance to ask her about our project. Want to know more about Egypt? Follow me. Hello, I will start off by introducing you to the design features and appeal throughout the Egyptian civilization from the Old, Middle, New Kingdom up to the late period. The architecture of Egyptians changed through the centuries, but one thing stayed the same, with their deep appreciation for beauty and meaning. During the Old Kingdom, around 2686 BC, it was known for their golden age of architecture because beauty was shown through the grand, perfect shapes like the Great Pyramid of Giza, built with precise symmetry and smooth limestone that reflected the sun. This building symbolized stability, eternity, and the pharaoh's connection to the gods. Meanwhile, during the Middle Kingdom, around 2040 BC, there was a cultural shift due to the control of the monarchs and priests. Design became more refined and balanced. This led to the decline of the artworks and the architecture of pyramids in both size, quality, and the rise of enchanting chapels, rock-carved tombs, decorative columns, and painted walls. Tombs were carved into cliffs. Decorations showed a peaceful daily life, proving that Egyptians valued harmony and natural beauty. In the New Kingdom, around 1550 BC, architecture became more powerful and dramatic. Huge temples like Karnak, Luxor, Abu Simbel, and the Valley of the Kings were filled with tall columns shaped like lotus, papyrus plants, colorful carvings, long pathways for religious procession that showing their devotion and belief in divine order. Lastly, in the late period, around 664 BC, Egyptian builders looked back into their earlier styles but added even more ornament and details. Temples like Edfu and Dendera were covered with deep carving, bright colors, and also celestial design, showing their devotion and desire to preserve their culture even under foreign rule. Wow, that was so interesting. I know, right? But have you seen Wahid? Isn't that Wahid?
I am Wahid and I will be talking about the material construction technology used in ancient Egyptian architecture from the Old, Middle, and the New Kingdom up to the late period. During the Old Kingdom, around 1070 BCE, the Egyptians mainly used limestone for their construction, especially the Pyramid of Giza. In the Middle Kingdom, builders started using more mobile and sandstone. Mobile was made by mixing wood and straw, shaped in mold, and dry under the sun. It was mostly used for houses and fortifications, while limestone and sandstone remained for temples and tombs. By the New Kingdom, Egyptian architecture reached its peak. Builders used granite from Aswan to build monumental structures such as the Temple of Karnak and Abu Simbel. Granite was extremely hard to craft, so they used copper and bronze tools sand abrasion, and sometimes fire to crack and shape the stone. This technique required incredible skill and patience. In the late period, temples become more decorative and complex. The Buddhas combine strong materials like sandstone and granite with colorful paintings and hieroglyphic carving, which show both their engineering and artistic mastery.
Hey, I saw you guys in my dream.
We were just talking about it!
Pelik je.
Apa benda korang ni? Pelik je lah. Do you know why most pyramids are triangle? It's so weird of them to have that kind of shape for the architecture.
I don't know. They ask our lecturer later.
Shoot, let's go.
Wait, kat mana?
Kau pergi mana?
Not again.
What's that?
I am Hashiput. I heard you have an assignment.
Yes, that's right. We do have assignment.
How did you know?
I know everything. Let me enlighten you about my people.
Ancient Egyptian architecture is one of the clearest examples of how a civilization's belief and religion are expressed through their built environment. Many things that still remain today tells us a lot about the people's culture and beliefs back in that era. Religion was deeply integrated into every aspect of an Egyptian life, and their architecture served as a way to honor the gods, ensure a good afterlife, and demonstrate the divine power of the pharaohs as known as the king of the ancient Egypt. One of the examples is the pyramid. The pyramid's shape symbolizes the rays of the sun, which are believed to help the pharaoh's soul ascend to the heavens. To add on, the orientation of the pyramids are perfectly aligned with the cardinal points, which reflects cosmical order. It's known as the Ma'at at the time, a central concept in Egyptian religion representing balance and harmony. Next, the temples, as known as the house of the gods, shows multiple examples of beliefs in their architectural design. Massive pillars that look like gateways represented the horizon where the sun rises and sets, symbolizing creation and renewal. Moreover, the hippo-style halls with towering columns symbolizes a papyrus swamp, the mythical site of the world's creation in Egyptian cosmology. Last but not least, rays of the sun god Ra, aka Obelisk of Karnak and Heliopolis belief. Obelisk represented the sun's rays and honored Ra, the sun god. They were often placed in pairs at temple entrances. The tapering shaft rising toward the sky symbolized a connection between earth and the heavens. The pyramidion pointed top was often guided to catch sunlight, symbolizing the presence of divine.
Now we know more about culture and belief of Egyptians.
Yeah, that's right. But how about environment and sustainability?
I think I can help you with that.
Jasmine, what are you doing here?
Jasmine? No, I'm Nikki. I heard you have a question. Let me answer that question.
In Egypt, the climate is hot and dry. The architecture is built with the purpose to minimize exposure to harsh sunlight and heat waves. The pharaohs built their civilization and adapted to their surrounding environment since the ancient times. Most buildings are built from locally sourced materials such as mud brick and limestone. These materials absorb heat, making the interior cooler during the day. There are little to no windows or small openings to reduce direct sunlight or let outside air in. This prevents the space from overheating. Ancient Egypt homes are made out of mud collected from dam banks near the Nile River. It is placed in molds and left to dry in the hot sun to harden for construction. While ancient Egypt architecture is mainly based on religious monuments, the massive structures that are thick and have sloping walls with few openings is a method of construction used to obtain stability in mud walls. Egypt has an abundance of land, making it a prime location for renewable energy. They have many initiatives to promote efficient water control that is used for agricultural productivity and sustainable water management. They have built desalination plants and infrastructure for flood control.
Now, let's talk about town and settlement planning in ancient Egypt. In the Old Kingdom, most towns were built along the Nile River for easy access to water and fertile land. Settlements were placed on higher ground to avoid floods, and houses were made of wood brick. A good example is the workers' village at Giza, where pyramid builders lived in neat rows of houses with bakery and workshop, showing early urban organization. During the Middle Kingdom, planning became more systematic. The town of Kahun, built for workers near Suez to pyramid, used a grid layout with separate area for workers and officials, similar to zoning in modern cities. In the New Kingdom, the city of Amarna, built by Pharaoh Akhenaten, was a fully planned city with places, temples, and homes along a main ceremonial route. Temples like Karna and Luxus were also connected by long avenue lined with pincers, showing strong axial planning. In the late period, city became more complex under Greek and Roman influence. Alexandria is the best example, a planned city with a grid system, harbor, and the famous lighthouse of Paros, one of the 7 wonders of the world. In short, Egyptian town planning evolved from simple nine villages to grand, organized cities. Their designs reflect not only function and beauty, but also their religion, hierarchy, and intelligence. This idea continues to inspire modern urban planning even today.
Wow, this is very good. How do you guys know so much about Egypt civilization?
이 자리를 떠지는 기분 좋아 Cause we're on a joyride 더 세게 speed it up 지금 기분 so